There we go. Was that transition smooth enough for you, Pastas? Hi, Zeke. Hi, Zeke. Hi, Reggie. Hi, Pastas. Hi, Grim. D. Grim. Perfect timing. For real, for real. I'm still under scrutiny. That's sad. That's sad. Today we're playing the 18th Attic. It's an anomaly game. It came out pretty recently. The developers who made this have made some other pretty okay stuff. So should be fun. Should be fun. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio. I've turned the audio. There's not a lot of sound right now, so wait until we are in game. But I've turned the audio down just a little bit. But tell me if it needs to be adjusted. We're going to very briefly read the how to play here. So, how to play. Scan your surroundings carefully. If anything changes from the default floor, it's an anomaly. Anomaly? Anomaly? Be sure to get close to an anomaly when taking a picture. If something is different, it means there is an anomaly. When you encounter an anomaly, equip your camera from the inventory. Get very close to the anomaly. Press right mouse button and point at the anomaly. Anomaly? I can't even pronounce the word. We're off to a great start. Then press left mouse button, take a photo using the camera to remove them. Beware of things that change. Every time you take a photo which does not constitute as an anomaly, you will use one photo cartridge. Be careful not to waste them, otherwise you will not survive. Items such as medicine and photo cartridges do not count as abnormalities or anomalies and can be found around. If you find a photo cartridge to use, press tab, click on the photo cartridge, select combine, and press on the camera to load them in. That's pretty basic. If you do find an anomaly, climb the stairs. Normally, an anomaly could be a shadow, a person, flickering lights, things that shouldn't be there, or something strange. that's concerningly vague. Things that shouldn't be there, or something strange. If things become too tense, you can pet your cat to reduce stress level. I do love that. We do love a pettable cat in a video game. Having too much stress will make it more difficult to identify anomalies. Love a cat. Also, there's a story mode and a chase mode. Here's the interesting thing is that when you start up the game, it actually informed me that chase mode is technically the original version of the game. Hi, Bug Boy. So, chase mode is apparently technically the original version of the game. But during chase mode, something is like actively trying to kill you as you try to spot anomalies. And story mode is like is actually what they made afterwards. But we are going to play story mode first because they actually do recommend. Yeah, they do. They're like actually originally the game is hi Bushka. Originally the game is actually made for chase mode, but they were like, okay, people want the more traditional anomaly game. We'll do story mode first. The game isn't super long, so we'll do story mode first, and then we'll see if we want to take a shot at chase mode. Story mode. Story mode is a more relaxed version of the game. You won't be chased around by an entity when you're looking away at some point. This is recommended to get a feel for the game and story. However, if you want something more anxiety-filled, with an entity chasing you while you have to take pictures of anomalies, then select chase mode. In chase mode, entities can rise at some point and try to hunt you down while you have to take pictures of anomalies. Do you want to start in story mode or go back? Yes, this is another anomaly hunting game, but we're going to do story mode first. And then we might try chase mode afterwards. Pictures always reveal the truth. Strangely enough, there was a photo of me sleeping taken from the corner of my room. I live alone. The camera is my only witness. Oh wow, this sensitivity is bullshit. We need to immediately change these settings a little bit. Okay. Subtitles enabled. Will enable We'll disable the, like... Censorship is disabled. I guess I'll leave that for now. I guess we'll leave this like it is. Oh god, oh god. No, now the sensitivity is way too high. Oh, that's terrible. What the hell? What the hell is this sensitivity? This is... I'm barely moving the mouse. I'm barely moving the mouse and it's doing this. That's wild. This is like the lowest mouse sensitivity and it's like the only one that works. Photo cartridges and medicine don't count as anomaly. Take if found. So if we find medicine or we find the camera stuff, it doesn't count as an anomaly. So keep that in mind, gang. It's an interesting perspective. Like, it's very, like, claustrophobic almost. Okay. I don't know if this is already, like... Is this already part of the area that is part of the, like... Can I turn this off? No. Okay. I don't know if this is already part of the area that we need to remember. I don't think so. There's a lighter. You can equip and use your lighter to help you see things a bit more clear in certain dark areas around the house. Okay. You can press tab to open your inventory and equip items. Okay. Oh, we have a zoom button. Newspaper. Be mindful of anomalies. Have you seen an anomaly? When you encounter an anomaly, get close to it and snap a picture with your camera, facing the correct direction. This will remove the anomaly. If you do not encounter an anomaly, you can continue without any problem. If you snap a picture for no reason, you will waste a cartridge. An anomaly could be a shadow, a person, flickering lights, something peeking, and things not meant to be there, or anything strange. Do not continue if there is an anomaly, or it will get you. Ooh, it will get me. Escape the loop, mind your surroundings, don't let it change. Mind your photo cartridges. If they are empty, you can't catch anomalies. Remember, photo cartridges and other pickable items such as medicine won't count as anomalies. Only environmental changes will count. Each picture will cost one photo cartridge. Be mindful and do not waste them. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know if I need to remember... Oh, I'm gonna have a sip. I'm gonna have a sip of my cola. I don't know if this is part of what we need to remember. I don't think so. Cat collar. Oh god, we have like a dead wife or something. Okay, so there is a story in this game. I don't know anything about it. But just from this, I'm gonna assume we have a dead wife. Because what's a horror game without a dead wife? Also, what are these, like, dust particles? Why does it look like our house is on fire? Oh no, Lan. Oh no. I am massaging your arms in theory. Look, if you are playing a dude in a horror game and you have like a wife, then there's like an 8 out of 10 chance that she died tragically before the events of the game and you are hallucinating her. That's just how it is. Diploma for the winner, 4th regional food competition. For taking first place in the category pumpkin soup. Damn, we killed it. That's not even our name, I think. That's not even our award, but somebody in our house slayed it at pumpkin soup. Okay, we can name our kitty. This is very important. Oh my god, I want a red kitty. I want a red kitty, and I want them to have the little bow tie. That's so cute. And what are we gonna name our cat? Kitty cat. I like how the suggested name is Cookie. That is pretty cute. Are we gonna name him Loki? Gilgamesh? We'll name them Loki. It's like an honorable mention to the actual Loki, who is also a red kitty. Did you know if you pet a cat, it reduces stress level? Interacting with animals has been shown to decrease levels of cortisol, a stress-related hormone, and lower blood pressure. Whenever you are stressed or feeling like losing your sanity, pet a cat. Adopt a cat. Call now. Please pet me, meow. So real. So real, so true. That's the same one we found on the share. Okay, I think this is the area we need to remember, right? Because it's an attic. Okay, so chat, lock in. Lock in. We need this is an anomaly game, so meow. This is what we need to remember, okay? So there's like a little teddy bear down here, like a crayon board with a little drawing on it. There's a desk with a typewriter, a bunch of books. There's a blanket on the couch. There's a creepy little mannequin on the couch. I don't like that. I just got an achievement called Meet the Cat for meeting the cat. I do love the cat. Apparently this counts as petting the cat. How do I pet? Pet. Is my E button not working, or is there just no animatic for petting the cat? Hold on. No, it is. There is just no animatic. I'm petting it in spirit. But you can kind of hear like I don't know if it comes through on the stream, but you can hear like a scratching noise. Okay, there's a creepy doll over here. There's a picture. There's a bird in a cage. There's a lamp with a ton of flies. There's a bunch of pictures on a mirror. Here's my camera. Okay. Okay, that's what we need to take. We need to take pictures of the anomalies. There's a bunch of boxes. 6 boxes on a shelf. There's a globe. There's a baseball guy. The batter from Off. Big rug. Oh god, I'm never going to remember this. Office, finance reports, a television. There's 2 armchairs. There's one of them has 2 pillows. There's a newspaper and a little boat. There's another creepy ass mannequin. This one has creepy little fucking indents and horns and only 1 arm. Oh, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. There's a radio. There's another mannequin. A little blanket. I already remembered this. I've already forgot like half of it. There's a dress on a thing with a portrait of a woman besides it. Here's another painting. A shotgun on a shelf. Or like a hunting rifle of some kind. A vase, another lamp. I think that's it. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Okay. Photo cartridges and medicine can be found around. They do not count as anomalies. Okay. Okay, we picked up 4 cartridges. Remember to be mindful of your health and photo cartridges. You don't want them to run out. If you suspect there's no anomaly in a floor, then you can continue to the next floor normally. Okay. There's the blanket. Creepy puppet guy. Flies around the lamp pictures. This all looks normal. It did. Typewriter with paper. Yes, 100%. 6 boxes on the shelf. Finance reports, office, TV, yes. Creepy mannequin with 1 arm. Batter guy. Globe. Radio. This all looks exactly the same so far. Dress. Painting of lady. Hunting rifle. Face. It all looks exactly the same to me. It all looks exactly the same to me. Two pillows, no pillows. I didn't check the roof. Roof looks normal. There's like roof beams and some lights. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is all normal and just go on. Oh, I think I was wrong. Oh no, maybe this is still the tutorial. Okay, so that's an anomaly. There's a flickering light and there's blood, right? So be sure to get as close to the anomaly as you can. Always aim at it when you snap a photo to remove it. Once you catch it, you can safely proceed. Be mindful of your surroundings. Okay. But when they say get as close as you can, do they mean like... What did I hear? I don't know what that was. Okay. And there should just be one anomaly per floor. So, like, we got the anomaly now. So now we should be able to go to the next... But there's a share there. Are they trying to trick us? This share isn't supposed to be there. Should I also photograph the share? I feel like this is a trick. What? Wait, was this share here? Okay, maybe the share was there. Okay. Oh, the share was always there. Oops. My bad. Well, you don't use a cartridge if you photograph an anomaly, it doesn't use a cartridge. So you actually have like a decent amount of like false tries. That's actually really nice. Okay. Let's go. And there's a painting. Is this share different than it was? Is this share normally like pushed into the desk? Does anybody remember? I feel like this share was like... I feel like this desk was like pushed against... I feel like this share was like pushed into the desk. Also, what is this thing? Was this thing here before? I know this was. This piano was here before. I don't remember if this thing was here before. Okay, the thing in the corner was here. I don't care. I'm gonna waste one cartridge on this share, because I really feel like it wasn't like this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. That's fine. That's fine. 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Better guy. Globe. Finance reports. Office. TV. That's normal. Boat. 2 cushions. No cushions. You're still missing an arm. This looks normal. 1, 2, 3 lamps on the ceiling. This is open. Is this supposed to be open? Also, why am I wearing toe slippers? Hold on. I'm in my pajamas. I'm like in a bathing robe and pajamas. Look at my... Why are my grippers out? I don't remember if this bottom shelf was open, but I don't want to waste another photograph, so... Unless somebody else remembers this, I'm gonna assume the bottom shelf is always a little bit open. Portrait of the woman, that's her dress. Painting, lamp. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's normal. Oh! 4 out of 55. Is that an anomaly or is that just like how many floors I have to go up? Well. Okay. Oh, one of his legs fell off. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that there's only one anomaly per floor, so that means that because we already found it, I'm good to go now? Yeah, this... Wait, there's 55 floors? There's 55 fucking floors of attic? This game's title is misleading. The game is called the 18th attic. I was assuming we'd have to do 18 floors. What do you mean 55 floors of attic? That's too much attic. Oh. Bro, she is so dead. She is the deadest wife I have ever seen in a horror video game. If Emily isn't dead, I am eating my own shoe. Like, I'm not even joking. Can I get behind here? Probably not. They put her in the pumpkin soup, is your theory. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This looks normal. 6 boxes. 1 better guy. 1 boat. Oh, photos. Don't mind if I do. This is normal. You know what concerns me? Okay, so what concerns me is the fact that this game has health. So, does that mean that, like, something can chase you and it's, like, not a one-hit kill? You just have to run away from it or something? That's concerning. I don't see anything. Wait, did she always have the blue eye line? And the blood? Was that here before? I know the antlers were, but did she always look like this? I mean, we just got some new cartridges, so we can probably... How do you do this? Combine. There you go. Oh, we have some more even. Oh, we have like 8 cartridges. Okay, we can risk it. Okay, apparently she's supposed to look like that. Which is a little bit wild to me, because I definitely don't remember her looking like that. But if the game says so, then I guess the game is right. Okay. The chair is here, the cat is here. There's the thing is back there, there's a window. Oh, our pictures are gone. So normally there's a bunch of pictures on the mirror. Ah! Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like the creepy guy that was behind the mirror. Somehow that was like a really stupid scare and it still got me. Her face is always fucked up, I guess. That's amazing, James. You're going to be a famous photographer and definitely not kill me in a hideous accident. I love you, James. We're going to be happy and have a family. Burp. Guys, do you think there's some kind of symbolism from the fact that the cage makes like a shadow on this painting that perfectly covers the tree? Or am I just like an annoying arts major? What's happening? What fell over? Logan, protect me, please. Oh, the better guy fell over. Okay. Maybe the curtains are just blue. Sorry, the jump scares are a little bit funny. There's just like a guy back there who's going... Don't get me wrong, chase mode sounds horrible. The way I understand it, if you play chase mode, this guy can get up and try to murder you, and that guy can start walking around and trying to murder you. And I can see how that would make this game significantly harder. The good thing about that, however, is that probably the scares, not the scares, the anomalies are probably pretty easy to spot. Because I feel like if you have to spot them while being chased by these guys, they probably have to be like a little bit more in your face than in some anomaly games. These guys actually made a very good anomaly game that I have not played on stream, but I have played like in my off time. That also had a cat in it, by the way. My sanity is going down quite rapidly. I don't know how to fix it. Except for petting the cat. But I feel like I have been doing that. Should I have been using the lighter more? Probably. This all looks very normal to me, I'm not gonna lie. Loki, you're the only thing I trust in this world. Yeah, no, I don't think so either. There we go. Okay, I got an achievement for getting to the 10th floor. It's normal, this looks normal. I just heard the sound of like a door opening. No, never mind. I thought this opened up again. But it hasn't. How can I see sanity? Oh, you sorry, I just realized you can't because it's in the bottom right of the screen, which means my VTuber is my PNG tuber is completely covering it up. But it's like, you know, you see how in the left of the screen there's like a little yeah, the cabinets are all closed though. Oh, these. Yes, thank you, Lan. I didn't see that. Thank you. Hold on to your butts, guys. There's going to be a creepy wobbly guy that's going to jump out as soon as I take this picture. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? 3, 2, 1. No wobbly guy this time. Sad. Yeah, okay, game. Okay, game. You're laying it on a little bit thick now. You and me, James, we're going to grow old together, and we're going to take care of each other. Okay, guys, okay. I know, I get it. She dies. She dies and they don't grow old together. Yeah, so you see in the bottom of the left how it's like, how you see my health? There's a similar icon in the form of a brain on the bottom right of the screen, which is my sanity, which my PNG tuber is covering up, but it's not really that relevant by the looks of it, so I'm sure you guys will survive without seeing it. Okay. If one of these anomalies isn't that the picture on this board is like something demonic and evil, I'll be very disappointed. I am spam petting Loki. I am spam petting Loki, but he only gives me sanity once per floor, so you can't really fix your sanity. But my sanity is fine now. I'll just have to remember to pet him every single time I come up. Okay. Everything looks normal. 3 lamps in the ceiling. Oh, photo cartridges. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I can get behind here. I should probably be checking that. Looks normal though. You bet that's her wedding dress? It's possible. You think this is a portrait of her? I thought we were like in modern times, but if this is a portrait of her, she's like... What time period are we in? Why do I have like a royal portrait of my wife in my attic? Yeah, it does look so disgustingly wet, doesn't it? I don't think there's anything. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Bird. Onto 3 lamps. If you love your wife enough, you get one too. That's definitely one way to... Ah! What's happening? What happened? What happened? What changed? What happened? What's happening? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Is that an anomaly? It doesn't seem to be an anomaly because it hasn't changed anything. Oh, this one? Oh. Thank God you guys are here. Okay, prepare yourself for wobbly guy. 3, 2, 1. No, still no wobbly guy. Damn. So sad. This is why I am reading the chat. This is why I love having you guys around for these kind of games. Loki, you would never betray me, would you? Okay, so sometimes the anomaly is triggered by like walking around or like walking to a certain spot. So we should definitely remember to keep hitting the radio and keep walking like... just in case the anomaly doesn't trigger until you're halfway across the room, as it seemed to do this time. It did try to jump me, but I was looking the other way. I did not see it. I'm glad one of you pointed it out, because I would have missed it otherwise. These shells? Yeah, they were always that color. Yeah, they were. The music, there's not a lot of music in this game, it's mostly sound effects. I can turn it up a bit for you guys if you want. Oh, the radio? It's like... if you stand this close, you can kinda hear it. But there's no, like, proper... it's not really proper music. It's like a distorted version of, like, a music track. Were his legs always this short? Did his legs not stand on the ground? Huh. I feel like his legs are way too short. I know he was sitting, but like, weren't his legs longer than the couch? I want to try. I have like 7 free pictures. Huh, I guess his legs were always that short. Wild. I trust you guys, but I just, like, I have to be extra sure, you know? Okay. Very quick, anomaly prediction that I'm doing because I've been playing too many anomaly games. One of the anomalies is going to be that this is going to be like a creepy little picture. One of the anomalies is going to be that there's text on this page. One of the anomalies is going to be that this bird is dead. One of the anomalies is going to be that the fucking portrait of the lady looks creepy and covered in blood. That's like my predictions, going off like horror games. Oh, we just got a save. I hope that doesn't mean we fucked up. Is that like health? It is. Why is it glowing? That's so bright. Dear, mommy has a headache. Can you go get the uranium from the medicine closet? What the heck? Okay. Don't look away. Okay. Okay, so this is how we lose health. We got one of those reaping angels. Dude, how am I supposed to get past you if touching you kills me? You were like in my way. Okay, whatever. How quick do you think it is? Hi, Kermit. Hi, Kermit. I want to kind of test how quick it is. Should we test how quick it is? Oh. It's not that quick. Okay, let's not tempt fate here. Okay. It did take half my health. It really fucked me up. What's your question, Kermit? Yeah, she tore me open. Can D&D character be in a cult? I mean, that depends on what you're planning to do with it. And that depends on the game, because we don't actually play D&D ever, so. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're talking about Tales from the Loop, then the answer is probably not. Only yes if it like has very, very, very little influence on your character or the plot, because Tales from the Loop, as a tabletop RPG, very much revolves around the premise of the characters being like having mundane everyday lives. Which sounds like it would be kind of hard in a cult. I got abandoned in my hour of need. This is terrible. I wonder how randomized these events are actually, because they usually are very randomized in a game like this. But I don't know if they are in this. I don't see any anomalies, and that scares me. Good luck, don't die. Thanks, babe. Dude, see? I called it, guys. I called it. I told you that one of the anomalies was going to be a dead birdie. Lamau, as if I don't just call everybody babe as well. I think that's just not a good metric. I call my brother babe. Okay, guys. Oh, there's maggots in there. That's kind of cool. We're gonna are we gonna get a wobbly guy this time? Are we gonna get a wobbly guy this time? No. Bird noises, though. Goodbye, birdie. I miss the wobbly guy. I think he was fun and quirky, and he livened up my day a little bit. The radio is playing like a backwards static soundtrack, and it was on when I came up. Which I assume is an anomaly. Yeah, it's supposed to be off. So I'm gonna assume that's an anomaly. Yep. Oh, she's a painter. Okay, so maybe this is not a painting of her, but this is a painting she was making of a lady. That would make sense to me. Finance, boards, office, and office. This window, I also keep checking out this window. I feel like there's going to be like a creepy face in the window or something. Not seeing anything out of the usual this time. Three lamps. Three lamps. Okay. Why did the share briefly transform into the loudest share known to humankind? It wasn't that loud every other time I went up it. That's probably not an anomaly, but it's just weird. Okay, so there was nothing last time. And it kind of looks like there's nothing again this time. And that feels suspicious. The boxes? Okay, what boxes are we looking at? What boxes are we looking at? What boxes? First shelf. Oh, there's a box missing. Guys, first of all, very nicely caught. Second of all, hear me out. What if this is the return of the shaky guy? Because he's gonna pop out. He's gonna pop out, isn't he? Oh my god, I hope he is. I'm so excited to see him again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it wasn't the shaky guy. It was just boring old corpse. This is really some A-class relationship development and dialogue right here. You're an amazing person, Emily. I want to marry you. Their relationship is very, it's very Hallmark movie to me. Okay, got an achievement for making it to the 20th floor. Again, all the anomalies do seem quite obvious so far, so... And with obvious, I mean, like, obvious in a general sense. Clearly, I am blind, but that's why I have audience guidance. That's why I'm a streamer. Oh, cartridges. Spooky painting? Nope. No spooky painting for me. That's... I wanted a spooky painting game. Okay, this looks fine. This looks normal. I don't see anything. Oh! Loki, what did they do to you? I kind of still want to pet him. Can I still pet him? I can't. That's so sad. I can't. I can't pet him. It's so evil of them. Aww. First of all, Loki is apparently canonically a she. Or at least Emily seems to think so. And secondly, that's kind of cute. They just adopted Loki from the streets. That's adorable. She's a rare orange female cat. Or Emily might be wrong. Because Emily did say that just by looking at the cat. It's like, oh, look at the poor cat on the street. Let's adopt her. Like, she might have just been like using she, her casually. So I don't think Emily has the ability to gouge a cat's sex, biological sex, by looking at them. Probably. But you never know. Maybe that's just one of Emily's hidden talents. That and making... oh, the dress is gone. Okay, guys, there's going to be a creepy little jump scare if I take this picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay, so it seems to me like the anomalies in this story mode have to be like predetermined, right? You can't do this randomly because every picture you take, it comes with like a little story beat. And they seem to be like more or less in order. Like in a chronological order, building up to Emily's untimely death, I suspect. Which, like, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I don't mind an easy mode in a video game. In fact, I love an easy mode in a video game. Finance reports, office. The jump scares when you take a picture, they're like effective the first time and the second time. And then starting from the third time, it's like every time I take a picture, I'm just like, okay, 3, 2, 1, is something like vaguely jump scary going to happen or nah? Or did they not bother for this one? It is a little bit funny. I do like them. I'm enjoying myself, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying myself. It's just a little bit funny. I wonder if this boat looked kind of different. I kind of feel like it does, but I'm also not sure. I do, you're right, I do actually genuinely have plenty pictures, so I might as well waste one, right? No. That's okay. They're quite generous. They're quite generous with the quite generous with the cartridges. Creepy picture? Nope. So we are goaded. Of course we are. Oh, health. I almost missed that. Thank God I turned around. This one wasn't as radioactive as the other one, I guess. Because it didn't glow. Creepy picture? Come on. Come on, game. Don't leave me waiting. Aw. Oh. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, I would never forget Loki. There we go. My little guy. My little guy. You know what I'm thinking of when I look at this, by the way? When I say scary picture? What I'm thinking of is, like, you know how in the haunted house ride in Disneyland, it, like, they have, like, the paintings in them that change and become creepy? That's basically what I want to happen. I don't see anything. So I'm gonna assume it's fine again. I've been to Disneyland. Paris. Disneyland in Paris. That's just like... Disneyland Paris is only a few hours away from where I live, to be fair. I've been to Disneyland Paris twice in my entire life, but I don't remember the first time because I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was like 3 or 4 years old. My older brothers were a little bit older, obviously. And we went to Disneyland. And I went with my mom and dad, because they were still married back then. Bugboy wasn't born yet. That's a big L to him. Bugboy didn't get to go to Disneyland. And, or maybe... No, I was gonna say maybe my mom was actually pregnant of Bugboy when this happened, so he was there in spirit, but I actually think this was... Actually, she might have been. Now that I think about it, my mother might have been pregnant with Bugboy, so, you know. I was like 3 or 4. Staircase? I think it's all... I don't see anything, but that concerns me because I feel like we've had a few go-arounds now with no anomalies. Oh, this lamp is... No, never mind. It's normal. Yeah, I don't see anything, but I feel like we've had a few goes with nothing, and that feels suspicious, but whatever. Anyway, so we went to Disneyland, and this is the part I'll never forget, actually, because it's very funny to me. And you can't... Okay, I think we might have missed an anomaly. Okay. Okay, we either... That was a good... Yeah, that one, at least that one stuck. Either we missed an anomaly, or, the game just, like, is mean. And just did that for funsies. I think we missed something. Yeah, but I wish they would tell us what we missed so we would know for next time. But whatever. Anyways. As I was saying so eloquently, we went to Disneyland, and I'll never forget this, actually. Was your scream high pitched, or was it? No, that was me. That was me. I feel a little called out now, but that was me. Guys, I'm trying to talk about Disneyland. Shut up. Because this is actually really funny to me. And it's not really that funny. Just like, interesting, I guess, or fun to talk about. Um, thanks, bug boy. We went to Disneyland, and we went to, so me and my mom and my dad and my two older brothers, and then we went to Disneyland with the three of us. And we went to Disneyland, and okay, so Disneyland is like, if you go by car, Disneyland is, actually now I want to look this up. Let me very briefly look up how far away Disneyland is from my house. Thanks, Len. It's a good nickname. I do like that. I like the name Bug Boy. It's cute. Why is it trying to send me to Disneyland in... There we go. Okay, Disneyland is about... Can you please use your brain? Okay, Disneyland Paris. I'm doxing myself a little bit, but Disneyland Paris is about 4 hours away by car. So it's like, it's not doable for a day trip really as easily. It's not, I can't imagine there's a lot of people who go like to Disneyland Paris for like 1 day. You can easily go to like Paris for a weekend from where I live. I've been to Paris a couple times, and you can just go for like, with like 1 or 2 nights in a hotel, you can go to Paris because it's only like 4 hours by car. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So we went to Disneyland, me, my older siblings, my parents, and we wanted to, so we wanted to be there like for 2 days or something because it's a pretty nice distance away. So we stayed there for like 2 or 3 days, I think, or like 2 or 3 nights. And we stayed at the Disney property, which is nice, which is really nice because you get your tickets to go into Disneyland. Mind you, for full disclosure, this was like back in the very late 90s, like 1998 or 1999. So it wasn't as expensive as Disneyland and Disney World are now. Also back then when my parents were still married, they did have a lot of money. So that's like, yeah, I am ancient. Hi, traveler. So that's like, it was a different time. But they were, so here's the thing, they were well off, but they still weren't well off enough to stay at the like the fancy Disney property, like the, you know how Disney has like a hotel that's like right next to the park or like halfway in the park, and the Disney characters come for breakfast. We weren't rich enough to stay at that place. So we stayed. We went to Disney Park, and we stayed at a place that doesn't exist anymore. We stayed at the Davy Crockett Cabins. And the thing you need to know about this, Davy Crockett, they did get taken down because I don't think they were that popular or anything. They were like, it wasn't a hotel, it was like a bunch of like cabins basically that you could rent. And it was still like owned by Disney, so it was a little bit whimsical. But in case you don't know, Davy Crockett is like some kind of American, I don't even know what his job is or what like his exact, how I can describe him. He was, according to Wikipedia, David Crockett was an American politician, militia officer, and frontier man. From Tennessee. Who was just like, he was just like a guy, like a historical guy who like, basically he went on back when America was like the great big wild. Well, to be fair, it says here, I'm on his Wikipedia page right now, it says here that he was actually kind of progressive between quotation marks. One of the things he apparently did was like try to stand up for Native Americans in Parliament and stuff. But I mean, I guess he was a white guy from the 1800s, so how progressive could he be? You know what I mean? But he's like basically like a very prototype of like the revolutionist era American. Not a cowboy, but like, you know what I mean. Frontier man. And so the David Crockett cabins, I don't think there's anything. I'm like not paying as much attention as I probably should to keep from being murdered, so we'll see if I get another crazy jump scare here. Okay. I am missing something. I wonder if I'm missing the same thing and I'm not allowed to progress until I see it. Let me finish talking very briefly about the Davy Crockett cabins so I can actually log in again, because now I'm just thinking about the fucking Davy Crockett cabins. Because the thing you need to know about the Davy Crockett cabins is that, like everything at Disney, they were still a themed experience. So, like, everything was, like, themed after, like, the American Old West, which was really weird, because we were in Paris and we were there for Disneyland, and then we would just, like, after our day at the theme park, we would go back to, like, this vacation park with a bunch of cabins, and it would just be like horses everywhere. And people in old-timey American clothes trying to sell you like ugly ass cowboy hats as souvenirs. It was just like really weird. And I very distinctly remember from the pictures that there was like this like dinner and a show where they set you around. It was low-key a vibe. They set you around like this sand pitch, and they had like a rodeo show with like people with bulls and horses, and they did like tricks, and they rode the horses around in formations and stuff. It was like a whole show that they did, and you could have dinner and a show. And the dinner, this is the part I was trying to get at, because this is the part that's funny to me. The dinner that they served at the horse show at the Davy Crockett cabins in 1998 or 1999 was what the people who run Disneyland Paris thought was the most American meal they could serve. Now I want you to guess. I want you to make a guess as to what French people in 1999 thought was the most American meal on the planet, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly what we got to eat there. It was not burgers. It was more cowboy themed than that, though. It was like, remember that this was like a cowboy theme, so it's not French fries either. Not bacon either. You're getting closer. So it was this huge, absolutely humongous chicken leg with the bone still in it, like straight out of a cartoon. You know how cartoon characters eat like a big ass chicken leg that still had a bone in it? Not cornbread. I would have loved cornbread, but no, it's just like a big ass chicken leg. And then they gave you one baked potato and one cup of corn, like on the cob, corn on the cob, that you can just eat straight off the cob. And that was their idea of the American dinner experience. And that's all you got to eat. And we went there, and my father is extremely allergic of horses, and he went there. And he suffered the entire time. He walked out of there with his nose plugged and his eyes running. I would say poor guy, but like, fuck that guy. Okay, now we need to lock in. What am I missing, gang? What are we missing? Okay, so there's the plant, there's the bear. Those are the books. Typewriter, cat. Bird, painting. Window looks normal, blanket looks normal, this looks normal. Finance reports, office, this all looks normal to me. This looks normal, this looks normal. I don't know. Okay, photos, hold on, I'll check the photos in a second. The rug seems the same to me. These photos look the same like they always do to me as well. Keep looking at the roof. Is there like something I'm missing in the roof? Creepy portrait? I don't see it. I don't want to go upstairs again. He's gonna fucking get me again if I do that. The rug? The rug looks normal to me. Maybe we do a tiny bit of cheating. Maybe we do a tiny bit of cheating, gang. We do a tiny bit. That's the upside of the fact that okay. No. Yeah, I'm looking, hold on. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't repeat. And we just missed 2 things in a row. It looked like the first thing we missed was something with the picture. So one of the picture was like repeated endlessly. And then after that, the second time, apparently there's like a smudge on the paper here, but I don't think it's on here, though I'll take a look. Oh, okay. So then theoretically, if this guide is correct, then this floor should be clear. I mean, okay. So yeah, we missed 2 of them. Which I'm glad the game doesn't really punish you for that, but that does mean that you miss like the storylines, which to be fair, since they are very badly written throwaway lines, I'm not like I'm not that caught up about it, you know what I mean? But I guess that does mean you don't loop. So if you miss an anomaly, you just get punished on the stairs. And you don't have to do it over again. There should be writing on these boxes and there isn't, so. Hey, the wobbly man was back, but he didn't jump scare me this time, and I also forget to make a countdown for him. Ooh, their relationship started to fall apart because he was working too hard. I wonder if this is going to end with her dying. The wobbly man is my friend. Maybe the true friends was the wobbly man we met along the way, when you think about it. You know what I mean? When you think about it, the true friends was the wobbly man we met along the way. Okay, we need to lock back in. This is what I get for talking about a fucking Davy Crockett in the middle of my anomaly hunting game. I think she's dead, guys. I think she's dead. That's my theory. Call it a game theory. I think Davy Crockett would have loved this game. What is bro yapping about? Yeah. God, now I feel like I'm clenching every time I go up the stairs because oh, the teddy bear changed into a creepy little doll. Creepy little doll. Voice line is going to be about kids. Do you think we're gonna get a jump scare, guys? 3, 2, 1. Oh, its eyes were red. Oh, she's pregnant. Okay, who wants to bet this child is also dead? Or maybe the kid is dead and she divorced him. That's also like a very cliche horror movie story. Okay, we are on floor number 30. We're past the halfway point. What is this shadow? What is casting this shadow? Do you see this? Oh, there's a second beam. There's 2 beams, and there should only be 1 beam. What? No, they're definitely... Huh? What? I am so certain that there's only 1 beam here normally. That's so weird. Maybe I am hallucinating. Oh, health. It looks extremely wrong, right? Huh. I guess there was no anomaly. And there's still 2 beams, so apparently I genuinely just started hallucinating for a bit there. But at least you were also hallucinating. At least it was a shared delusion. It feels like you're just using therapy speech words now. Hey, cartridges. There is no love like sharing cartridges together. Cartridges? Oh my god. Why did I say that? I meant fucking... Okay. You know what? Never mind. This is fine. This is fine. I need to log in. Six boxes. Sometimes the cat, like, does that thing where it scratches its paws across the rug, but when you're wearing headphones like I currently am, it very much sounds like footsteps, and it freaks me out a little bit each time. I said what I said, and I will stand by it. Thank you. I don't see anything. Let's risk it. Okay, thank God. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Loki, my little guy. My little guy. I guess those two beams were really always there, and that makes me feel so sad. Not sad, but you know what I mean. Oh, creepy painting? Guys, we got a creepy painting! Hooray! I'm so happy. It's gonna get... Oh, are we gonna get a creepy wobbly man behind the painting? You never know, you never know. Yeah, there he was, the wobbly man. It's a true classic. It's a classic. Wobbly man plus creepy painting. You can't beat the classics, guys. Fixtures look normal. Boxes look normal. I'm waiting for there to be like the gun anomaly or something. I'm waiting for the gun to fly up and point at me or something dramatic like that. I don't see anything. I don't see anything, but I'm a little more paranoid now than I was before because I feel like, oh, nope, the pillows are gone. Did you see that? There's supposed to be 2 pillows in this chair. I'm so good at this game. Heck yeah. Okay, so instead of a voice line, we got like Emily humming. I think she was like, I think that's supposed to invoke her like humming to the child in the like while you're sitting in a rocking chair or something. Like that would make sense to me. Oh, there's a new picture here. Okay. So there seems to be a guy and he's yelling at the parents and the child. So I guess the child was born, but something tragic happened afterwards because there's this dude yelling at them. Also, the way the kid drew the kitty is very cute. It's just a blob. It's just like a shape. Is that you? Is that what you look like, baby? Yes, it is. Okay, so the baby was born, but something terrible happened, huh? My guess is going to be it has something to do with money, because there's like finance reports here and stuff. So that would make sense to me. I think there's a 9 out of 10 chance both the baby and Emily are done for. I'm so sorry. Not to be like depressing on main, but knowing how the story in these games work, I'm gonna say there's a 9 out of 10 chance that both Emily and the baby are fucking dead. I think expecting otherwise is stupid. Not stupid, but like... You know what I mean. Oh, medicine. Don't mind if I do. Oh, the cat apparently is fine, yeah. Cat is thriving. I don't see anything. Do we want to risk it? Okay, thank God. Every time I go up this... Oh, this thing moved. Every time I go up this stair now, I feel like I'm clenching for a jump scare. Because I know that happens sometimes. That's definitely how people talk. I like how she asked him like 2 questions and then she didn't even let him answer. She was like, how's the book coming, honey? Did you take pictures for it? You're so handsome when you're working. Like, woman, let him speak. Of course he was writing a book. He's Alan Wake. I mean, what? Crazy horror game reference. I miss Alan Wake. I should replay Alan Wake. Play it on stream. Well, Alan Wake 2 recently came out and I've never played it, so it would be interesting to someday play Alan Wake on stream and then play Alan Wake 2. I haven't played Alan Wake 2. I've heard it's actually pretty decent. I heard Alan Wake 2 is actually pretty decent, and also there's a female protagonist now, which is very exciting. Because you can say a lot about Alan Wake, but a lot of good things. You can say a lot of good things about Alan Wake, but the one bad thing you can definitely say about Alan Wake is that it's kind of a sausage fest. I have not played Control either. I should play Control. I've also heard very good things about that. Alan Wake? No, Alan Wake was about Alan Wake. Control might have had a female lead character. I've never played Control. I've heard Alan, not Alice. Alan Wake. No, I guess Alan might be more of a non-binary name, but it's a dude. You don't. Apparently, you don't need to have played Alan Wake to get Control, though you might miss out on like some Easter eggs and stuff. The way I understand it, you are able to play Control without playing Alan Wake. There was definitely an Alan Wake. I also saw that you can play Alan Wake 2 without playing Control, but that like there's also references to Control in Alan Wake 2. But I haven't played either of those, so it's not really been an issue. Yeah, they're set in the same universe. Control is set in the same universe as the original Alan Wake, and it's like mini sequel American Nightmare. But it's a completely separate story, which is why you can play it without having played Alan Wake. And then Alan Wake 2 is a direct sequel to Alan Wake and American Nightmares. And you can play it without having played Control. But since they're all set in the same universe, you're gonna miss some Easter eggs and stuff. I don't see anything. Okay. Don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me. Thank God. I always feel like theoretically you should get better at this sort of game as you play. Okay. She like yelled at me. Does that count as an anomaly? Do I need to take a picture of her now? Like, she still looks the same. She just yelled at me. The yeller. I guess that it counts. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I am going to laugh really hard if this is the plot twist. What if Emily and their kid try to like jump scare this dude? I forgot what his name was. What if they like try to jump scare him and he has such a bad reaction that he like kills them on accident? James? Yeah, okay. Every horror protagonist ever called either Alan, James, or like Nathan. That I would feel guilty for laughing, but that's kind of what it seems to like be heading towards. There's only like 16 floors left, so they only have a limited amount of time to make this story work. Oh my God, is he gonna like there's a shotgun here. Is he gonna like shoot them or something? Please don't. Please don't. Don't make me laugh about a dead child game. That would be so evil of you. I will do it, but it would be very evil. And bad for my reputation. Everything looks clear to me. And I don't trust that anymore. I've become a little bit paranoid. But it does look very normal. That's what I was going to say. Like I feel like normally you get better at this sort of game the longer you play, but I always get worse because instead of getting better at remembering the layout, I just feel like I start forgetting stuff. Okay, we made it to floor 40. We made it to floor 40, guys. Yeah, it's not even that the easy anomalies start to get used up. It's like you would think that the more you walk through the same environment, the easier it becomes to remember that environment, and so it becomes like easier. But in a weird way, I feel like once I've walked through it too many times, I start to like really zone out on the small details. Which is obviously not what you want. Gotta lock in and not lock out. That's easier said than done. I don't see anything again. All seems normal. Yeah, okay, we have health. We have plenty of health anyway. Okay. Okay, well done. Who am I praising? I don't know. Myself, I guess. I don't like the way the guy. I don't like the way. Yeah, you always you. I don't like the way this guy's eyes are like glowing. It's very off-putting to me. He makes sense in chase mode, I guess, because he's meant to be one of the things that can chase you. But in story mode, it's just kind of funny that they have this guy on display here, which is just like the worst Muppet known to humankind. Not a Muppet. A marionette? No, also not a marionette. A mannequin. That's the word I was looking for. I don't see anything again. That makes me nervous. What is this shadow? Do you see this? There's like a shadow of like a hand. Is that this thing? I guess it could be this thing. Could it? How many pictures do I have? Do I want to waste one on this? Well, fair enough. Well, I missed something else apparently. I don't know what, but I missed something else. Which floor was that? Let me check. Let me check in a minute which floor that was. Sorry, I need you to calm down. That was like 41, I guess? Was it 41? Apparently the cigar on the newspaper. Apparently there's a cigar missing on the newspaper. Well, I knew it was a cigar, but apparently it was missing, and I didn't see that. Oopsie. And that's what I mean when I say like that some stuff starts to become background noise. Because I swear to God, I've looked at this cigar like at least 5 or 6 times where I was like consciously thinking like, oh, I need to check if the cigar is still there because it's going to be gone. And then I just walk past it. The one time it is gone. And that's what I mean when I say that stuff becomes background noise. I also haven't found any new cartridges for the camera in a while, which is kind of upsetting to me. At least Loki is still here. He will never betray me. Oh! I see the anomaly from the other side of the room. There's a decapitated head where the face is supposed to be. Are we gonna get a little jump scare? Nope. Well, I guess they didn't die in a prank. I guess the game isn't that fucking isn't that funny. Oh, is this a different shape than it usually is? I feel like this is normally a different shape. It does look different, right? Okay. Okay. Ah! Okay, I don't like this. Okay, that's creepy. I don't like that. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool, but I don't like it. Okay. Nice, nice, nice teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, Loki, we're really in it now. Seems normal. Okay. Okay, we're getting close now. At least, like, with the amount of medicine we have, like, we can afford to miss a few. You know what I mean? I wish, you know what I do wish, though? What would be nice? If you miss an anomaly and you go up the stairs, they do the jump scare, obviously. It would be nice if they then gave you, like, the storyline you missed. Because it doesn't loop. It doesn't loop, so there's no way for you to, like, try again. I feel like they should either loop, so you can, like, get a second try at finding the anomaly, or they should play, like, the storyline you would have gotten for successfully photographing the anomaly after they gave you the jump scare. The story isn't like that compelling. I'm not feeling like I'm like missing out on some kind of major story element now because I've missed a few anomalies. Like, I'm not. It's not that, but yeah, it's just annoying. If you are like me and you're a bit of a completionist, or you want to have like the full experience and you want to feel like you yeah, what if it was a really funny line? What if it was a really funny line? I don't see anything. Blanket gone on the couch. Oh my god, it's so obvious. Thank you. That's so obvious. That's what I mean when I said I start missing the obvious shit, right? That wasn't Len, but thank you. Thank you, Aldo. Oh my god, he was a workaholic. Who could have suspected that? Semi-locked in. Yeah, I mean, you got that one, which was a really, really fucking obvious one, and somehow I missed it. And you saved us from a jump scare, so thank you. Yeah, you really did. You really came in clutch on that one. I'm not even going to pretend you didn't. Yeah. On this immaculate story. Do you feel drawn in by this immaculate storytelling? I don't see anything. Oh, the rug is small. You guys are good at this. That is a very small rug. We haven't seen the wobbly man in ages. I'm so sad. Guys, there's only like 7 floors left and the wife is still alive. You better start killing her quickly or I'll be so disappointed. Yeah. You better start killing that wife if you want your horror game credit. You're gonna miss out on that horror game credit. Alright, first we do a quick swoop for any obvious ones. And if we don't see any, we go back. That's my new tactic. First we do a big swoop for any obvious ones, and if we don't see any, we go back. Now we do a second, more thorough swoop. See if we see anything. How do you know she's still alive? We don't. I'm just meaning, like, we haven't gotten, like, her death in the story yet. Like, there's not been any storyline that confirmed how she died or if she died yet. I'm just like, we're only 7 floors away from the end of the game. You need to start, like, killing her. I also think I still don't get what the title of the game means. The title of the game is the 18th attic. I thought we would know. I thought we would go through 18 attics. We're on 48 attics. We should have found out 30 attics ago. I don't get the title of this game. Like, I guess I'm not complaining because, like, I'm enjoying myself. I can do this for another 7 floors. I don't see anything. Oh, there's not. Okay, there's also. It seems to be. Why is there like a shadow woman floating here? And also, how did I miss this? Guys, do you think the shadow lady is an anomaly? Damn, and it didn't even become a wobbly man? That's so disappointing. Oh no, he's overworking himself. He's gonna lose his wife. I find the story isn't even like bad or anything. It's pretty cliche. It's not even. It's like not bad. It's just like kind of trite. But the voice lines really make it because I feel like the writers were just like, we have to make sure that people know that he loves his wife in every line. So it's like, I'm working 2 jobs to provide for our family because you're so amazing and you deserve it, Emily. And she's like, you are writing a book. You're writing too late. But you look so hot while writing that book, James. They put it right in front of the lamp so it blends in more when you walk in front. I also feel like the lighter helps because like when you have your lighter out, you can see the shadow lady. If you don't have your lighter out, you cannot see her. You can only see the shadow. This is how real spouses talk. You would know, wouldn't you, simp? Although kind of coming in clutch twice now. Though I feel like you've all been very helpful. Everybody has helped me cut stuff. But Aldo is coming in clutch a little bit. Like coming in late to save the day. Not coming in late, but you know what I mean. You know what's a little bit disappointing though? The main menu promised that one of the anomalies would be peeking, and I haven't had a single peeker. I haven't seen a single little peek. I would have really liked to have a little peek. A little peeky peek. Unless they mean the wobbly man. Maybe he's... Oh my god, I just looked at our feet and remembered we were wearing ugly ass toe slippers. I don't want to be reminded of that game. And look how dirty... Look how dirty his bathrobe is. There's like a hole in it. There's like stains of indeterminate origin on it. Bro. What are you wearing right now? Terrible. Too busy loving his wife to wash it. For real. He's too locked in. He's too locked in his 2 jobs. Huh. Is his face a different pattern than it was before? I'm not entirely sure. You don't think so? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna trust you guys. I'm gonna trust you guys. If you say you don't think so, then I'm not even going to take a picture of it. Because I trust you guys. That's how much it's a show of trust. That's how much I trust you. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, there's somebody like crying and moaning up here. Which I don't like. Oh, there's a peeker! It's the peeker! He's real and he's here and he's the friends we met along the way. I need to take a picture of him. Do you think he's gonna like hit me if I get too close? It said get as close as you can to the anomaly before taking a picture. Okay, I chased him away. Do you think he'll come back if I back up a little bit? No, Mr. Peeker, come back. I'm just a little guy. What did we call the guy from the Christmas horror game? No, I don't think that was Mr. Peeker. I don't know what he was. He went away. Do you think I can just take a picture of the thing and it will still count? I hope so, because it would be kind of stupid if we missed it. Okay, it does still count. It was Mr. Peeker. He doesn't look like he's behind the shelf. Kind of crazy that I was just complaining about the lack of Mr. Peeker and then he came. When the world needed him most, I guess. I guess it was also him crying. Oh, the mannequins have swapped places. Oh my god, these fucking lines. When is she going to die? There's like 4 floors left. What if the story of this game is just like, she died of natural causes and James is sad about it and he's like going through the attic to remember her. And nothing bad happened. Nothing tragic or bad happened. They just had a very long and lovely life together. I mean, like, I don't want to say I'm disappointed because that kind of sounds like I'm implying that I want something terrible to have happened to this random woman and her child, and that's not true. But also, it's like a little bit anticlimactic. I was waiting for something dramatic to be revealed. Okay. We haven't had an anomalyless thing in a while, so I'm guessing this might be a non-anomalous attic. Because we had like 2 or 3 in a row, right? And they seem to be a little bit spaced out. I'll do another sweep just to be sure, though. The thing besides the couch? This thing? No, I think that's about where it always is. I think it seems to be about where it always is. We already established that that's what these games do to people, right? If we get horribly jump scared as soon as I'm going up the stairs, then we'll know. Nope. It does this thing, like, I don't think you can tell on stream, but it does this thing where when you go up the stairs, as you reach the middle landing, which is where you also get the jump scare, it, like, the game, like, it lags, like, a tiny little bit. Just, like, a tiny little lag, which is just, like, a loading screen, right? Because it's, like, where it, like, transitions to the next floor. And every time it does that, I think I'm going to get the jump scare, and I get, like, this little heart palpitation. But it's because, like, obviously it's, like, loading in the next floor. And that is, it is where it would load in the jump scare if you got one. Book's gone? Book's gone. Nice. Very nice. Aldo is very good at this. Aldo is, like, very, very good at this. Actually, joke's on you, I'm not wearing my glasses right now. In my defense, my glasses are for, like... No! That's not how it works! I'm nearsighted. My glasses is for seeing far away. I'm not supposed to be wearing my glasses when I'm sitting, like, in front of a monitor. Okay, that was an anomaly. How close am I sitting? Like, normal TV screen to desk ratio? But you're far-sighted as well, aren't you? You can't see things that are up close to your face. I can't see things that are far away. I can see perfectly anything that's within, like, I would say 3 to 6 feet of me, because I'm not even that nearsighted. Is it far-sighted? Which one is it? Which one is the one where you can't see things that are far away from you? I have a very, very mild prescription. I have, like, I can't see far. There you go, I'm nearsighted, but I can see things that are, like, I have a very mild prescription. I have, like, one is, like, 1.25 and one is, like, 1.5 or something. Yeah, I have a very mild problem with my eyes. Which is why I didn't wear glasses until I was, like, 23 or so. When I was 23, I was studying to be... Yeah, there you go. That's your problem. Not your problem, but, like, the difference. when I was like 23 or 22, I was studying to work in a daycare, and you had to do a mandatory like health checkup as part of the job. And I did the mandatory health checkup, and they were like, "You're perfectly fine. You're good to go. But did you know that you need glasses?" And I was like, "But what? What?" I was working in a daycare. And if you work in a daycare, you have to do like a mandatory health checkup to see if you're like healthy, because you're working with babies and infants. I mean, kinda, yeah. I used to be like a scout leader as well. I actually really enjoy working with kids. It's just like very hard on me physically with the disability and stuff. Yeah, I was. I was a scout leader. Well, it's not a scout leader because it's different in Belgium, but you know, an equivalent of summer camp stuff. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't seen anything either. Yeah, I also had a very brief little 3-month gig in a nursing home for old people that I did not enjoy because I did not enjoy like the stress that job got me, and that one also needed a mandatory health check because you're working with vulnerable people. Exactly, like Aldo says. But so yeah, I did the health check and I was like perfectly fine and I was cleared to work with little kids, but the doctor like they did an eye test as part of the exam, just standard, and he was like, "You're fine, you're good to go, but did you know that you need glasses?" And I was just like, "But what?" Because the only other time I had an eye test was like growing up when you got like a little. Oh, this is the last floor. When you got like a standard little eye test, and my eyes weren't bad enough to like be picked up by that because I was still like a child. I was still growing, so the test was like a little bit different. There's gotta be something on this floor, right? It's the last floor. I feel like there's gotta be something on this floor because it's the last floor and they're not gonna go out without an anomaly. That seems weird. Oh. Cutscene?
Emily?
What's happening? Wait, okay, I can't use my camera anymore, so I think I just have to go up. I can't use my camera. I can't do anything. This is like a cutscene, like a walkable cutscene, I guess.
James? What's going on? James? Something is wrong.
Bro, it's a fire. It was a fire all along, and he went back into the fire because his book finally like got published, and he needed to go save his manuscript. But okay, so do you think the plot twist is that he died? Do you think the plot twist is going to be that he ran back into the fire to save his book, and he died instead of like his wife dying? Yeah, apparently. I mean, he was writing it on a typewriter. Apparently he was writing that shit the old-fashioned way. It is definitely like a little bit more original, not super original, but a little bit more original, and also it avoids the trope of like the dead wife and child, which I'm all for. Because like, you know, that's a little bit cliche, a little bit tragic for no reason. I don't know. I don't know what era this is supposed to be taking place in. Oh yeah, see this ash? Maybe she did die after all. Yeah, apparently they had more than one kid in the meantime. Also, there's like ash here now. You see this? It's like the ash of the fire, I'm assuming. You can also hear hear like a little bit of a crackling sound, like a fire. No, the cat got out. My headcanon is that the cat is out. Oh. Okay, never mind. I guess he...
I'd go back. I thought I'd have time.
Okay, so he, instead of getting the kids, he escaped. He got his book. He got his book and he escaped the fire. And she tried to save the kids and they died. That's kind of messed up. The implication seems to be that like he got out and she was like, go get the kids, and he was like, no, I have to get out. And then she tried to get the kids and she probably died. Okay, but hear me out. Okay, so on one hand, yes, that is a little bit scummish of him. Not to play devil's advocate and defend this dude, but to be like a little bit for him, he's like, I can't breathe. If you're like in a fire and you're like, your lungs are burning and shit, I don't know. I feel a little bit bad for him. I think it's probably should be your first instinct to go and get your kids rather than just get the fuck out of there. Don't get me wrong. But also, I don't know. It feels kind of shitty to be like, well, he should have just gone and died with his kids. His first instinct was to get his book. That is true. That is true. That is kind of scummish of him. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we get more context. She's gonna like jump scare me and murder me or something, right?
Terrible tragedy as a home was caught on fire the night of September 18th at Lakeview Pine Street, claiming the lives of innocent family. The blaze consumed the residence, leaving only one survivor, the husband, who escaped after jumping from the attic window. He is currently hospitalized in critical condition with severe third-degree burns. Witnesses described him as disoriented and mumbling when found by first responders. Tragically, the remains of the family were discovered inside. Investigators revealed the victims were so badly burned, their skin had fused and melted together. They were found embracing one another in what is believed to have been their final moments. This heartbreaking loss has left the community in shock. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and authorities have not ruled out the possibility of arson. Our thoughts are with those grieving this unimaginable loss. A terrible tragedy as a home was caught on fire the night of September 18th at Lakeview Park.
Okay, so yeah, no, it just said basically what we already knew. So he ran to the attic to get his book, and then he jumped out the attic window to escape. So like presumably that window or that window, and he's the only survivor. And his wife and his kids died. Also, the monster that jump scares you, I think, is supposed to be them, which is a pretty cool detail, if horrific, extremely horrific. Because I don't know if you could hear on the radio. Basically, they were like the rest of the family, which was the wife and the two children. They were like found like dead, obviously, and so badly burned that they were embracing, and they got burned so bad that they basically fused together because their skin got burned and melted and stuff. So their corpse is like this horrific amalgamation of three of them fused together. The thing that jump scares you on the stairs looks like multiple people fused together. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be like what they look like. Which is also what I'm assuming is going to like fucking kill me, right? I'm gonna get up here and that thing is going to fucking murder me. Oh, lovely wife and kids!
We were supposed to grow old together.
Daddy's home.
I was supposed to protect you. I was supposed to save you. What have I done? What have I done?
Oh. Oh, it looks like he is contemplating making an end to it. And it's actually his wife's like spirit or whatever that's like, no, it's okay. Is he gonna grab the gun? Is that going to be like the ending? Is that why the gun is there?
sorry. You trusted me, and I failed you. I'm still here, and you're gone. I'm so sorry. I keep seeing them. I'm sorry. I can't anymore. I just can't.
Oh, there we go. He's going to... See, there's no more staircase.
Coming home.
Can I pet the cat one last time? Because it's kind of sad for him, right? Poor kitty is going to end back up on the streets if I do this. Hey, his name changed to Cookie. They forgot Loki's name. They forgot to program in his name in the last episode. Well, he's still Loki in my heart. Okay, let's see. Anomalys got 27 out of 31. That's not too bad. Game created by a solo developer at Steel Krill Studio. I don't like that noise. Can you please stop it? Can you please stop making that noise at me, game? That's a horrifying noise. Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. Game, can you please not play that noise at me? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that was interesting enough. Shall we just see what chase mode is about? Not too long, because I'm kind of EP, but like, let's just see. Let's just see. Pictures always reveal the truth. I found one of me running away as if I'm trying to escape something I can't outrun. I live alone, the camera. Okay, so this is interesting. Because this line is different in the version where... That line is different in the version where you're doing story mode. Okay. Let's see.
Emily?
Let's go with the white spotted cat this time. Let's give him the red bow tie and we'll call him Missy. Gotta honor the classics. That pumpkin soup. We'll never have it again. It's so cute. Look at it. That's adorable. Oh, the VHS effect came back on, didn't it? It did. That's interesting. So like the effect, the ice trainee effect came back on, which is interesting. Okay, so this is the default. We can rush through this because we know what this looks like. Excuse you. Oh, I forgot the camera. My bad. Hold on, guys. I was like, why can't I go? Why can't I go up, guys? Okay. I wonder if the anomalies are still, like, in the same order. They have to be, right? Because they're story anomalies. So there's gotta be, like, nothing on this one, because this is the default floor. And then there's gonna be blood on the lamp. Yeah, there you go. I just want to see the thing that's supposed to be chasing me just once. I think this one was normal. I vaguely remember. Okay, I think this is the guy that chases you. Or is he an anomaly? Wait, is this a different anomaly or that we... Huh. Interesting. I don't... That's your friend. Your friend is horrifying. Huh. Maybe that's an anomaly and I forgot. I guess he did just get tired of sitting down. That's weird, right? It's... Oh, I got stuck. Never mind. This cigarette is like smoking. I don't know if that's an anomaly or if it always is doing that. Because it kind of feels like it's always doing that, but... I'm not entirely sure. It's so hard to tell. I'm gonna say it's not an anomaly, and then I hope I'm right about that. Okay. The photos are wrong. This is also definitely a different anomaly than we've had before, right? Do you think this version of the game just has its own set of anomalies? There was like a weird noise. I didn't like that. I didn't like that weird noise. Yeah, that's the thing that fell off. We've had this. I'm not feeling very chased right now. I feel like there hasn't been any chasing in this chase mode of the game.
Oh, James, I'm so proud of you.
Not to be like nitpicky or anything. Oh, that's the cabinet door opening, right? Yeah. I mean, the tenseness works because I feel more tense now than I was originally playing it because I feel like something is going to chase me. So I guess it works on some level by making me scared about the threat of being chased, but there has been no actual chasing. One of these is that this lady is going to become alive and try to hit me, though. I remember that bit. Is that now or is that later? Oh, maybe she doesn't appear until after we had that anomaly. Maybe she can't chase us yet. There's been a few typos in the subs, I'm not gonna lie. I just haven't really bothered to point them out. Oh, this time I was looking the right way when this share tried to crush me. Okay. Oh yeah. Always remember to pet Missy. Okay, so my current theory, she's gonna come alive soon. My current theory is that you can't be chased until she comes alive. Because maybe she's the one that's supposed to be chasing you, you know what I mean? So until you get the until you get the anomaly. Why didn't this door close? Isn't this door supposed to be closed? Huh. Apparently that's not an anomaly. Weird. Could be a bug, maybe. I don't know what chases me. I thought it was that guy, but this is the only thing that has actually chased me in the game. Remember when it like became alive and it briefly did the weeping angel thing where it only moves if you look at her? If you don't look at her? So right now I'm just assuming that it can't save you until you've reached that point, which is now. So now we pick this up, and now she's gonna come alive, see? And you can't... See, it says here. So this thing is going to chase me now. This is the thing that chases you. We need to guide it, right? This is the thing that chases you. So this is gonna chase you across all the floors. Maybe the doors just stay open in this version of the game. So that you can, like, more easily, like... Okay. Okay, this is kind of tricky, because I needed to come towards me a little bit more, but not too much. I like how unconcerned Missy is about this thing, by the way. Okay, do you think this is enough space? Yes. Oh, is it going to chase me? Is it gonna chase me up here or what? Oh yeah, it does chase you up here. You know what? I'm gonna be so real. You're gonna be so real, it's a little bit disappointing. Dermo, you have the worst timing because I'm actually just about to quit stream. Yeah, that is why the doors are open. I am quitting now. This chase scene is kind of a disappointment. This chase mode or whatever. Because if it's just the one mannequin that's just continually chasing you up, and it's just a weeping angel mechanic. But there's nothing to be scared about is the thing, because it just chases after you. If it touches you, it won't even kill you. It's just going to take your health away. So like, there's nothing to do here except play the game again while simultaneously looking behind you. Like, there's not really much to say or do. It's not even fast enough to really be scary. Hey, the bird is a different color now. At least the anomalies are different, it looks like, which is kind of fun. It's still down there. Look, it's not even fast enough. It might still be the crap, to be fair. It might not even be fully new things. Oh, it's the radio this time again. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. If you play the chase mode before playing the normal mode of the game, or the story mode, or whatever it's called, I think it's more effective, because then you will actually be looking for the anomalies a lot more, and it's probably more tricky. Because I played the normal mode... Hi, Thermo. Have a good eep. Because I played the normal mode before playing the chase mode or whatever, I think it's definitely a lot less effective. Which is like not necessarily a bad thing. Hi there. Which is like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, I guess. I appreciate that they have different anomalies. I think if they also didn't have any different anomalies, it would be really bad. It would be like the most boring thing on the planet. As it stands, I guess I do think it's pretty interesting. But like, enemies with a weeping angel mechanic, they're fun, but they're not hard, you know what I mean? They're not exactly hard to outrun. What? No anomaly detected, damn it. Did I not stand in the correct way for this photo? Oh, do I need to be closer to it? Because that can be a problem. Game, I can't be closer to it. There's a guy there. Bruh. Okay. Stay there, don't move. Did that count? Thank you. Like, I guess stuff like that can be a little bit trickier now. You are an amazing person, Emily. I guess, like, I'm not saying it's not an interesting gimmick, but you know. It doesn't help that the thing is quite loud. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, so there's the crap again. So there are a few like anomalies in this version that aren't. It seems that they did make up some new anomalies, which keeps it a little bit fresh. But I definitely think that this mode would have been a bit more engaging if you played it like. If you played it the first time like this. I don't know. I guess this might be considered a a bad opinion or a lame opinion or a stale opinion or whatever you want to call it. My controversial opinion is that I don't think anomaly spotting games need like something like this, like a threat. Like I get it. I enjoy anomaly hunting games a lot. I think they're one of the better genres that have happened to horror games recently, and I would really consider playing a ton more of them. Like I genuinely think these like difference spotting, anomaly spotting games are like one of the best things to have happened to the indie horror genre in like a long time. I think they're so much fun, and I think there are a lot of stuff you can do with the like premise to make them interesting. Like I've played a few off stream. I've also watched some other people play a few that I haven't played yet myself off stream, or on stream, just like games that I haven't shown you guys yet. There are ways to do this premise that are interesting. I've seen people like add a plot in a very effective and good way. Not like this game. I thought the plot of this game was like fine, I guess, but like I've seen people do anomaly games and add like really good in-depth plot stuff. Well, I guess I missed one there. Oh my god, look at the crab picture. Sorry. I've seen people play anomaly games and I've seen people make anomaly games, sorry, and like add a plot. I've seen people develop anomaly games and I don't know, just like revamp the premise in other exciting and fun ways. There's like a lot of yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like there's a lot of fun ways to like basically change the premise of an anomaly hunting game so it's no longer just like a fun little anomaly, like so it's not like a stale anomaly hunting game and you can just like add stuff to it. There's this one anomaly game that I haven't played yet and that I'm planning to at some point that I thought was really fun and interesting, and what they did. Bro, you're being so loud on the stairs right now. You're being so loud on the stairs. I do like the way it moves. Like when you look away and you look back, and you can kind of just like see the residue of its movement. I think that is fun. I think it is a really fun way that it moves. And I guess it's like it's an okay design for like an enemy in a horror game, or like a monster or whatever you want to call it in a horror game that chases you. I also think it's fun that you can basically get locked in here, then you have to guide it around, like I was doing at the start. I think that's fun. Okay, I'm just bad at it now because I'm just yapping away. But we're done anyway. It's a fun design for enemy. But yeah, I've seen like horror games, anomaly games that have like revamped the genre in ways that are really fun and really original. And I just personally think that adding like a threat like that, I think it's fun when some of the anomalies can be dangerous. Like having her chase you for one room was fun. Or you have like a lot of anomaly games where sometimes the anomaly can hurt or kill you and you have to like run away from it. I think those are fun. But I don't think like having a whole mode where you're being chased by something constantly just to add more pressure is my cup of tea. Oh, and also yeah, the one I was going to say I think is neat is just like I haven't played it yet, but there's one anomaly game that like basically you start with like one room, and as you progress, you basically get new areas. Not even there's a few anomaly games where you change the area partway through, which is also fun, I guess. But there is one where you specifically like you start going through one room and it has like 3 closed doors, and when you go through it like 10 times successfully, one of the doors opens, and then the room that is behind that closed door becomes like part of the level, and you have to start checking that one too. And it kind of builds up until you have this quite big area that you have to check. And I think that's a fun idea as well. But yeah, enough about me yapping about horror games. Yeah, doing anomaly games can be a nice little thing that we can do in between other horror games. There's plenty more to check out. Some of them I actually already own, and some of them we can still get. So many more. Thank you all for checking in, and oh my god, I got the Wikipedia page for Davy Crockett open here. Riveting stuff. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Monday. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna play Dredge or if I'm addicted to God Home. Time will tell. Love you guys very much. Have a really great day. Have a really great night. Love you. Mwah!